Hey, g'day, Cobbers. How are you? I just got this quick Facebook thing just to give you a bit of a sneak preview at what I do. Some people have been saying that I'm full of shit at what I do. Well, I don't care. Basically, just a radio guy, and what I'm doing at the moment is I'm doing a little bit of a voice track thing. It's just a little bit of a voiceover for my classic rock, what I'm doing on Monday, celebrating New Zealand and Australian classic rock that rocks, Labor Day Rocktober. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a bit of a skit for it, and therefore you'll hear it, but in New Zealand it's going to be like at midnight. So I thought I'd just give you a little bit of a preview of what I'm doing, because I do little bits of skits and that here. So when we put it live on Monday, it's all together. Because basically, being a radio announcer is not talk, just turning on the mic, pushing the button and talking. It don't roll like that. You've got to be a music selector, you've got to know production, and also you've got to know promotions. So that's what I do for myself and for Energy 88.5. Thank you very much for Dr. J for giving me the slot. It's given me a lot of exposure. Fucking flies. Give me a lot of exposure, and also helping out New Zealand artists as well. Like guys like Patrick, Eddie and Andrew, who've got a great album called Another Life. Tony Bullen and the Dirty Tones, check them out, thedirtytones.com. Check them out, they're quite cool. John Handlin as well, very good. Larry Killip, and also I've just got another one. I'm sorry, I've forgotten who it is. Anyway, I'll give you an uffie later on. I've been talking, so it's pretty hard because I get a lot of messages and a lot of emails and stuff like that. So if I don't get back to you, straight away, it's not that I don't snob people. It's just I've got things I've got to do. So bear in mind in that for sure. Thank you very much again, my listeners and my friends, for taking the time out to give it a go. I know sometimes we have technical errors. But that's the way the world is now. We don't do it like we used to do back in the day with the old CD carts. They were about yay big. People in the industry, which I won't mention any names, who know what I'm talking about, used to put the old cart in, and what they used to do, they'd be a 15-second to a 30-second or a song, and what they used to do, they'd roll, and then they'd self-cue them. And back in the old days with the radio stations, you'll see wads of like on racks carts. And so you put the cart in, push play, and then you push for the ad. So realistically, you had one cart machine for music, one cart machine for ads or promos or whatever you did. And that's how a lot of us got started. Well, guys my age anyway, got started in the industry, how we just went in there and into the radio stations, and the first thing they did, they threw you in the library and said, there you go, do that, and put shit in the alphabetical order or queue it up for the next announcer, so forth. Nowadays, you've got to go to radio school, all that. Realistically, guys, hey, if it works for you, it works. Good on yous. I did it in 99. I did it at Melbourne Radio School, 16-week course. It gave me an insight, and the advice I got was get a spot on a community radio station, in which I did. A lot of the other guys, I helped them out to get in there with me. You got to share the love and so forth. I'm one of those guys. And I was there was another guy who'd been in radio. I don't know why he went to the school. And he was obviously advancing to go to the big stations like Triple M in Melbourne and stuff like that, Fox FM and shit. And so there was a few others. I left the reins at the radio station at Southern FM 88.3 to these guys. They fucked it up. So, hence to say, why did they spend that $1,000 to go to radio school when you're just going to be a complete clown? I took it seriously. I got offered my first commercial job in Australia. Up in Sydney, I jumped on an old McCafferty's bus. Remember the old McCafferty's? You Australian guys, my friends out there would know. $35 to Sydney. It was an overnight trip. leave at 6, get there at 6. Basically jumped on a train. I was at Central, had a bit of a scruff up. Went out to Cronulla, introduced myself to a fella by the name of Keith Ashton. He was one of the guys on the Hauraki Pirates, I believe, but I don't know if that's true or not. I've read his book and stuff. I've read the Hauraki Pirates. I don't see his name in there. But the lucky thing is about it was that I was on an FM band, and also I was a sneaky little bugger. We had an AM band, and basically the licensing we had to, or the station that I was working for had to sell it, because it was breaching the broadcast codes of site and all that stuff. You know what I'm talking about. So what I did, I was a cheeky little bugger, and I was onto it because I learnt a little bit, and computers were just coming in. The Audio Wizard was big then. I switched it over. So the FM band was quite small. It was on the LPFM. That's basically a low power FM. Which you'll only hear from, say, Cornwall Park, Hastings, to maybe the Pack and Save. It's not worth it. You can't sell shit. You can't, Part of my job was sales. I couldn't sell it. So I switched it to the AM band without his knowledge, and basically I got heard all around New South Wales on the AM band. That's how I did it. I was a bit sneaky. I bent the rules, but I didn't break them. So therefore, I only did it from my spot 6 to 9, and it worked. I advanced. So I've been in and out of the industry for a few years. So I'll just give you a quick buzz what I do, and check it out. You might want to have it a go. Talk to Dr. J at Energy 88.5. Give him a holler. Hey, YouTube him. He's on the YouTube. Rightio, so this is it. Do it. It's quite cool. Rightio, so we are on, we're at number 9. Alright, so this is what I do. Okay, so, right, I'll do it now so I don't bore you guys, yeah? Okay, so I just, don't worry about that. This is the magic that I work. And if I make a mistake, the good thing about it is I can stop it and restart. Okay, I'm going now. So what I do, I just hit this button here. I'm not going to show you. Right. You probably could hear it through my headphones. Fucking awesome. I only wear one. I hate them. Tri-City's number 1 online station. It's Energy's 88.5 CKHD. The 25th of October, Monday, Labor Day, long weekend over here in Aotearoa. And some parts of Australia, I believe, is a Labor Day weekend. There was a church there with Unguarded Moment. Of course, another Aussie band. Yes, New Zealand cannot claim any part of that. Rightio, now we have got live at 9. I've got 2 great tracks from Neil Finn and Paul Kelly. They did a concert at the Sydney Opera House, and no, it's not pirated. This is actually, I paid for this, and I actually got a demo tape from it. This is 2 great tracks from Neil Finn and Paul Kelly on Tri-City's number 1 online station, rocking it out on Rocktober. Pretty easy, eh? So that's just a little bit of a thing what I do. So thank you very much if you are tuning in to Energy 88.5 Energy 88.5, the website www.energy885.ca. Okay, you can listen to us. I'm on at midnight till 4 New Zealand time. I'm talking to my boss. We're gonna do a rebroadcast in. So I'm just checking my levels while I'm talking. Probably a couple of days a week. So here in New Zealand, you can actually hear me from midday to 4. So that's pretty much the gist of what I pretty do. That's the easy part. It's taken me 3 hours to do production this morning. So I usually get up at 6 o'clock, do all my production. Hey, Stevie Kingy. Thank you very much for watching and tuning in. And so check us out. We do got a Facebook page, Energy 88.5. Excuse me. I'm an old school guy. I write shit down because I short memory. And basically, I like to for shout outs, song requests, and stuff like that. I do that. So that's pretty much the gist of it. And so I'm going to keep doing my production now. Thank you very much for watching again. And if you've learnt something, thank you very much. Comment below of this thing. And if you want to hear a track or anything like that, hey man, give me a holler. I'll chuck on anything you like. Best to you, Mords. You are a producer guy, a rapper. You can. I've spoken to my boss. Send it to me. Email me some songs. If you are an artist, louislads71@gmail.com. It's all lowercase. Suss it out or post it here on my Facebook page. I'm always happy here. G'day, Jason. How are you? Thank you very much for tuning in too much. Rightio, I better get off my ass and keep going with this work. And I should be out in the garden and having lunch within about an hour. Okay, hooroo, and make sure you guys have a great long week. Oh, fuck. Whoa, things gone to shit. Sorry about that. Long weekend, and be safe, and sorry about the language here. Rock on.